Hi friends, let us do the next, that is the Trans Himalayas. The name itself suggests that Trans Himalayas are somewhat different, though we say that these are the part of the Himalayas. The Trans Himalayas are actually the hill ranges which are to the north of the Great Himalayas, separated by the Leh Ladakh region, separated by the plains of the Leh Ladakh region. In your atlas, you can see the three important ranges of the Trans Himalayas. So what are these Trans Himalayas? The Himalayas just to the north, the Himalayas just to the north of the Great Himalayas, or lying immediately north of the Great Himalayas, are the Trans Himalayas. So they lie to the north of the Great Himalayas. They lie to the north of the Great Himalayas. These are also known as the Tibetan Himalayas. These are also known as the Tibetan Himalayas. Because they lie to the southern end of a Tibetan plateau, or we can say the Leh Ladakh plateau, which is an extension of a Tibetan plateau in India, lies between the Trans Himalayas and the Greater Himalayas to the south. यहाँ पे there is a Greater Himalayan ranges, and so the immediately north is the Trans Himalayas. The Trans Himalayas are known by different names. The biggest of the Trans Himalayan is the Karakoram range. This is the biggest of the Trans Himalayas, is the Karakoram range. An extension of the Karakoram range in the Tibetan plateau region is known as a Kailas range. And one more extension of the Karakoram range, or one more part of the Trans Himalayas, is known as the Tibetan range, or it is known as a Ladakh range. It is known as an Ladakh range. So, what are the Trans Himalayas? These lie to the immediate north of the Greater Himalayas. They are known by different names. It is known by the Karakoram range, which is the biggest range of the Trans Himalayas. After that, we have the extension of Karakoram in the Tibet, or in China, it is known as a Kailas range. And we have the third area, that is the Ladakh range. Between that is 1, 2, and 3. This is the Ladakh range. And then immediately north, there is an Leh, and there is immediately to the south, there is an what we can say Great Himalayas. Now, what is the importance of this range? The biggest range in the Trans Himalayas is no doubt the Karakoram range. So let us study something about the Karakoram range. The Karakoram range is important for two things. The Karakoram range is important for two things. One, the Karakoram range has the highest concentration of the peaks of a greater height in the world. So the Karakoram range has one of the highest peaks in the world. The first thing you have to remember about the Karakoram range, this has the largest amount of glaciers. Outside the polar regions. Outside the polar regions, if there is the highest concentration of the glaciers, it is in the Karakoram range. So the maximum concentration of the glaciers outside the polar regions lies in the Karakoram range. What are the glaciers? There are numerous glaciers in the Karakoram range. Example, there is a Siachen glacier here inside in the Karakoram range. There is Baltoro, there is Baifo, there is Hispar, there is Kimari. There are numerous glaciers. The largest glacier in the world outside the polar regions do not lie in the Alps, do not lie in Switzerland, do not lie in North America, do not lie in Europe, but they lie in the Karakoram range, that is in the Himalayan regions of the Trans Himalayas. So this has the largest amount of glaciers outside the polar regions. Now, Karakoram range is a dividing line between, or it divides, or we can say it is a connecting link, or it is the Karakoram range we can say it forms a boundary, not exactly a dividing line, it forms a boundary between India and Afghanistan. It forms a boundary between India and Afghanistan. Then why we did not do this boundary? Because now this part is illegally occupied by Pakistan as a Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Remember, it forms a watershed between India and Turkmenistan. Forms a watershed between India and Turkmenistan. Forms a watershed between India and Tajikistan, not Turkmenistan, I'm sorry. It forms a watershed between India and the Tajikistan region. So, how does it form a watershed? There are numerous rivers which go to the Tajikistan region from the Karakoram. Some rivers come to India. Then some rivers which come to India join the river Indus. I will do the Siachen Glacier in detail because continuously the Siachen Glacier is in the news for tragic reasons. So you should know as a student of geography some important points about the Siachen Glacier. Then next is the Kailas Range. What is the Kailas Range? The Kailas Range is a extension of the Karakoram range in the Tibetan Plateau region. So the Kailas range is an extension of the extension of an Karakoram range in the Tibetan Plateau. Or we can say it is a part of the Trans-Himalayas in the Tibetan Plateau region, or it is an extension of a Tibetan Plateau region. One more point I forgot regarding the Karakoram range, K2 Godwin Austen. Which is highest point in Indian Union. Lies in this range. Lies in this range. K2 or Godwin Austen, which is the highest point of Indian Union, lies in this range. So which is the highest peak in India? The K2 or Godwin Austen. Where does it lie? In the Karakoram range. Then also officially it lies in India, but unofficially it lies in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. It is the second highest peak in the world after the Mount Everest is K2 Godwin Austen. It is located here, in this Karakoram range. So it is here the Mount K2 is located. Mount K2 is located here. If you remember the movie Vertical Limit, it is all about scaling the Mount K2. Though the shooting was done in the Switzerland region because the Himalayas are very treacherous to shoot such a movie. So this is all about the Karakoram range. An extension of the Karakoram range or extension of the Trans-Himalayas in Tibet is the Kailas range. You must be hearing about the Mount Kailash and the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra region. Why this region is so sacred? This region is sacred to Hinduism, this region is sacred to Buddhism, this region is sacred to Nepalis, to Indians. Why? Because this Kailash range is the source of origin of three bigger rivers in the Indian subcontinent. That is River Indus, River Brahmaputra, or what it is known as Tsangpo in China. Tsangpo means purifier. Tsangpo in China, and another big river which is a tributary of River Indus, that is River Satluj. All the three rivers originate near the Kailas range, just to the south, just near in the Kailas range region. Originate in the Kailas range region. Now remember, there are so many glaciers that I will take it as a separate topic. So do your map pointing properly. Again, Karakoram range, then Kailas range, and then Ladakh range here. After that we have the Great Himalayas. Then we have the Pir Panjal and the Dhauladhar range. And then we have the Shivalik ranges. So this is how the Himalayan regions look like. I will again continue with our study of the Purvanchal or Eastern Himalayas, but this is what you should know about the Trans Himalayas. Now in between this Trans Himalayas, there lies, to the northeast of the Trans Himalayas actually lies the Leh Ladakh or Tibetan Plateau region, whose extension in India is known as the Leh Ladakh Plateau. So here is the Leh Ladakh Plateau region. I will deal it as a separate topic, but if the question comes in the right about the Trans Himalayas, you will have to mention that the Leh Ladakh Plateau region lies here. So till the time we meet again, thank you very much.